So I'm watching some YouTube videos just the other day, and my friend Shay Whitney's video came across my feed. Now, she's pretty cool, and she talks about style and fashion for women, and I think it's a good idea for, I guess, me to kind of keep an eye on what's going on in that arena. So I watched her video, and in that video, she talked about the sandwich method when it comes to putting outfits together. Now, Shay didn't invent that term, but she talked about it in that video, and I guess I've just never really heard it described that way, and I didn't even know there was like even a name for it. But this is something that I just automatically do anyway. So I wanted to share it with you guys today, along with a few other style tricks that you might not know about. Now, keep in mind that today's video is all about style tricks to make pretty much every one of your outfits look better, because it's all about the details, right? So first, the sandwich method. I've seen this described a few different ways now, but the way that I like to think about it is with color. Think about it this way. A sandwich is two pieces of bread with some cool stuff in the middle. Both pieces of bread are essentially the same color, and all of the stuff in the middle is a different color. All right, so let's start out with a really basic look right here. Basic blue jeans, a white button down, and white sneakers. Now, the white shirt and the white shoes are, of course, the bread, and the blue jeans are the middle. Now, you could do something maybe like this by adding some brown suede boots and a brown belt, and it does look pretty good, and some of you might even like that better, and that's totally fine. But there's just something about the white shirt and the white shoes that just make it pop more and even make it look a little bit more cohesive. And here's a few more examples. The same blue jeans, but then I added a brown sweater and kept those brown boots. Now here's another example with a brown polo, some off-white chinos, and some brown loafers. You're basically tying in the color of your shirt, or even your jacket or your sweater, and then closely pairing up that color with your shoes. Now here's another example with a brown sweater, navy chinos, and some brown loafers. Now here's another one where I matched the shoes with the cardigan sweater. You don't always have to match the shirt, right? Because in this case, blue shoes to match the blue shirt might just look a little bit off. But brown is a perfect combination. Now, because I just mentioned blue shoes, here's one more. I went with these off-white chinos, a blue polo shirt, a blue cardigan, and of course, these blue sneakers. Another style trick that gets overlooked, I believe a lot right now, is wearing a shirt with a collar. Let me go on record here, gentlemen, and say that most guys, unfortunately, just don't look good in t-shirts. If you're athletic and you've got a decent physique, t-shirts are gonna look good on you. But if you've got some lumps and bumps and maybe you're carrying an extra 20 to 25 pounds, t-shirts just aren't gonna be your friend. And I don't say this to trigger anyone, but it's true. I mean, let's all think about this for a second. There's nothing about a t-shirt that's going to accentuate or highlight your features if you don't have an athletic physique. There's absolutely zero structure to a t-shirt. So what I would recommend instead of a t-shirt is maybe like a short sleeve button down or even a polo shirt. The benefit of adding a collar is this added structure around your traps and your neck, which helps draw the eye upwards towards your face instead of directly at your midsection. And the great thing about these specific polo shirts from Collars & Co. is this added stiffness and rigidity that's built into this collar so they always look perfect. Standard polo shirts with soft collars tend to get all wrinkled up and super floppy. Now, Collars & Co. is sponsoring today's video, and like I've mentioned before, these guys are becoming one of my all-time favorite brands. Not only can these guys help you elevate your wardrobe from head to toe, but they've got pieces that you can wear to the office, out at night, or over the weekend when you want to relax, and they also have some new blazers coming out very soon, so I definitely want to check those out this spring. Now, the shirt that I'm wearing is also from Collars & Co., but I think their bread and butter are these amazing dress collar polo shirts that have that built-in structure into the collar, so they always look perfect. And in my opinion, these are the perfect choice for layering underneath the sweater because they don't get all tangled up inside your sleeve. Now, they've also got 4 different types of collars: semi-spread, English spread, button-down, and cutaway collars. Now, they started out with these dress collar polo shirts, but now they've got so many more amazing items to help you expand your wardrobe. There's going to be a link down below in the description to a special offer that's going to get you a discount on anything you want to go pick up for yourself. Hit that link and go check out the polos, the button-up shirts like this, the sweaters, because I'm telling you, the quality, fit, and feel of these items are fantastic. Thank you, Collars & Co. for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. Another style trick that doesn't get enough credit and that most guys don't really utilize or maybe even know about is going with monochromatic outfits. Now, this is basically wearing all the same color or different shades of that color. Now, here's a couple outfit ideas that are monochromatic blue. This first one has blue tones very similar to each other, right? The blue tone of that shirt closely matches the blue tone of the jeans. In this next one, I'm still wearing all blue, but the lighter shade of that shirt adds a little bit more contrast and visual interest. Now here's a couple more with different shades of gray and black. I even incorporated these gray suede Chelsea boots to make it monochromatic from head to toe. Now I've got a short sleeve black polo for this one look and then a ribbed sweater for the other one. And, okay, for good measure, here's two more that incorporate different shades of brown. Brown shoes, tan chinos, and a tan sweater makes this one a little bit more muted. And this other look with the cream chinos and a brown polo, I think that makes it a little bit brighter and also adds more contrast. Now, speaking of contrast, this is another style trick that I don't think a lot of guys incorporate nearly enough. So for me personally, and generally speaking, I guess, I like to put outfits together for myself with contrast. Now, I've also been kind of on this black kick for a little while, and I've been wearing a lot of black sweaters and even a lot of like dark navy blue shirts. And what I found that's sort of pleasing to my eye anyway is going with a pair of pants that's significantly lighter than my top half. Now, I don't do anything like black shirts with white pants because that's a really harsh contrast. But I might do something in a medium gray or a medium to light blue for my lower half. And again, for me personally, I like going with dark colors on my upper half and then lighter color tones on my lower half. I think that layout looks better on me, and I also think it looks better on most guys with average body types and average builds. Okay, the next style trick that most guys don't know about is extremely easy. This is probably one of the easiest out of everything that's on my list today, and it's simply wearing nicer shoes. You can take just about any outfit combination you want and add in a nice pair of shoes, and it will instantly kick your style meter up from a 4 to an 8. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go wear your formal black cap-toe Oxfords out to lunch, but if all you have in your wardrobe right now is maybe one pair of black dress shoes and then a bunch of athletic sneakers, think about that, because it might be in your best interest to go shop for a couple new options. Maybe a pair of brown loafers that you can wear casually with jeans, chinos, or even some shorts. Or maybe even a pair of medium brown brogues that you can dress up with dark wash denim on your date nights. One of the questions that I get asked most often is, where do I start? If I want to start dressing better, where do I start? What do I do? And I always say, start with your shoes. It's the easiest thing you can do right now, today. Everything else takes a little bit more effort, but shoes is the first place I would start. And one more thing, please consider subscribing if you're not already. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I will see you in the next one.